Hi, I'm Katrina.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And we're the speech pathologists from Nabarthong Special School. This is our third little video around communication strategies and communication competencies for the communication partners in our students' lives.
We're going to go through a few different tips to consider. So the first one is assuming competence. So when working with students who benefit from AAC, we should really have an open mind. We shouldn't have any biases around using AAC, so age, physical mobility, vision, cultural background. They don't have any influence over whether or not the student would be benefiting from AAC. So all students can and often do.
The next one is being consistent and persistent. So being consistent with the systems that you're using and be persistent. Modelling again and again and again over days, months, years really pays off.
And the next one, thank you. Grounded, it's a habit. So we really want to make sure if a system is being used that we make sure that it's within view and within arm's reach. So just making sure that it's being travelled around. Sometimes a carry strap may be used to encourage that travelling between settings, and making sure that the system is able to be modelled across settings and different communication partners.
Talking about modelling, we model without expectation. So we're not expecting the students to respond necessarily, but we keep modelling anyway. So you might just be in a situation and you go, oh, I really like this. I think it's really fun. And then that's your modelling for the situation. And the student may or may not have something to say to that.
The next point is observational skills for communication partners, which we have chatted a bit more in video 2. But just an overview, this more comes into maybe movements for communication. So some students, they may not use an accept or reject response, a conventional one, but instead they may indicate yes by putting their eyes upwards, or no, maybe even absence of a response. So just making sure you're all on the same page in terms of the students' modes of communication.
And we can't assume we know what students are going to say. As families, we know our children really, really well, and we think we might know what they want. But it's really important to remember that our students and our children have their own ideas, their own thoughts, and we cannot read their mind. So giving them the chance to say whatever they want to say, and it can be completely random. Now, Sarah and I really, really love to eat cake in a physical kind of way, but we also use eat cake as a bit of an acronym to remind us about student responses to AAC.
Yeah, so this acronym, it has 6 different steps to
layers, cake layers.
Yes, cake layers. And the first one is around exposure, which basically means that we really should be just exposing the student to the communication system, and probably that plays into the modelling with that expectation point before. The next layer is around acknowledgement. So some students, they may just glance at the device or the pod book, and that's a really positive interaction as well. They may not necessarily be pointing as of yet. And then the next layer above that is the student may be watching as you are modelling on their system.
Or listening.
Yeah, or listening too.
Yeah, so it's curiosity about it.
Yeah, showing interest.
Yeah. The next one, they want to maybe try it and give it a go. So students engaged and interested, and at this layer, the student might be starting to reach out or might be showing some really, really good listening behaviours when their device or their pod book is around. The next layer in our cake is acceptance. So the students expects you to model on their device or their pod book when you're around, and they're accepted that this communication system is part of their everyday, and that the expectation is there. And the last one is exploration, where the student is really exploring the device, exploring the system, and exploring what words and vocabulary that they can communicate. So there we go, we can eat cake, and at any layer it's okay where the student's at.
Thank you for chatting with us, and we hope you enjoy.
All right, and happy communicating. Bye.